Oh my gosh, what a beautiful day. What's up, everyone? Welcome to the VG Sports Podcast. I'm Yvette, your host. And as always, I am so happy that you decided to join me and watch this today. If you haven't already, please subscribe to VG Sports on YouTube. I'm really trying to get some more YouTube subscribers, so that would be awesome. Also, check out the Bougie Sports website at bougiesports.net. I am doing my best to add things to it and update it. So if you can go ahead and just give it a check out, that'd be awesome. And then from there, you can also see all the other social media pages that we have for Bougie Sports, like our Facebook page now, and I have an Instagram page, and yeah. So, thank you. Let's just get started. We are week 8, 9? Last week we seen a really good performance from Jameis Winston, and this week we didn't. And we got our butts kicked by the Chargers at home, and it was pitiful. The Browns at this point, they suck, so nothing new, you know, we've all been here before. We know how to roll with this. But unfortunately, it's even worse than most of us predicted. I mean, it's definitely worse than I predicted. I talked about this on social media this week. You know, I said, even if I was being honest with myself, because, you know, when it comes to the Browns, I guess I have my homework glasses on, and I always give them, hi Ollie, more benefit of the doubt. So I, go on the optimistic way, and maybe before the season, when people would ask me, what do you think the Browns will be at the end of the season? I probably put a big number up there, in the teens, probably in the 14s, 15s or something. But I'm not going to lie and say I didn't believe it. That's what makes it even more sad. I don't know. It even makes it more sad, or it makes it more unfortunate because we had all the weapons and it just, I don't know. Anyways, never, ever did I expect them to be this awful. And 1-8 awful? 1-7, whatever we are. I don't know. 1 and something. I guess when it's 1 and something, it doesn't really matter, huh? But yeah, so really nothing good to talk about the Browns on that note. But what we are happy about, and actually the exact reverse, in the Cleveland Cavaliers, who are 8-0. Okay, so there's a 0 at the end or other side, because they are undefeated at this point where I'm making this podcast, which is Tuesday, Election Day. And I'm not quite sure if I'm going to finish today, so I'm going to go ahead and put that in there, what today is at this point. But yeah, so the Cavs are undefeated, and in celebration of this young, hot team, we've decided that, the coverage of the Cavs is not just enough when I do my podcast or the SWAT pod goes on. We need to do a weekly podcast just dedicated to the Cavs. So starting next Tuesday, we're going to start rolling out just like a quick little podcast, or just talk and discussion about what happened this week with the Cavs and what we expect to happen next week with the Cavs. So yeah, we'll see how that goes, and then take it from there. Cheers. We'll talk more about the Cavs later. I want to start with what I always start with, which is the biggest story of the week. Okay, I don't think I can even start anything without going straight to the Saquon Barkley run. I mean, I watched that live, and I was like, did he just jump over someone? Let's take a look at it.
Has time. Now locates Barkley out of the backfield. Barkley slips 2 tackles and picks up the first down, jumping up in the air to the 30. A gain of Barkley with some nifty moves along the way.
Was that not the best 14-yard gain you've seen all?
Okay, so yeah, what an awesome play. I wonder if he won angry runs. I was thinking that, but I didn't watch Good Morning Football because I didn't watch it all week. I usually never watch because I just don't want to. I don't know. Well, obviously for obvious reasons, but anyways, I'll have to look into see if he won angry runs. That was awesome. Another amazing, awesome play, and I seen this one too in real time, which is crazy because what time were these games on? I wonder why I wasn't watching the red zone, because or maybe I was just like watching the Browns and one of these games came on after, but because I seen both of these plays in real time and not on the red zone. I think the football gods were shining down on me because I had to see the Browns like get their butts kicked. But anyway, I watched divisional matchup. Okay, Seahawks, Rams. Nail-biting game, back and forth. Each team threw 3 interceptions. Went into overtime. 4th and 1. The Seahawks decide to go for it. Kenneth Walker gets totally taken down by the Rams defense, which was awesome. So this is where it gets amazing. Demarcus Robinson, second TD, 39 yards down the field, covered, one-handed catch, gets it, wins. Oh my gosh, 26-20 final. What a game. That was like one of those, this is what football's about games. So, love it. Let's take a look at that amazing Demarcus Robinson catch.
Second down and 6. Fake to Williams. Stafford fires downfield. And it is caught for a touchdown by Robinson. The Rams win it.
There's Demarcus Robinson, and just watch how he goes up and out. Reek Woolen is chasing from the jump. He has no opportunity to make a play. That's a beautiful ball by Matthew Stafford.
39 yards from Stafford to Robinson. His second touchdown today. It's an overtime winner as the Rams win their 3rd straight. It took only 4 plays.
Let's talk about our Cleveland Cavaliers. At a time where Cleveland fans needed something to cheer for, here comes the Cleveland Cavs. Hashtag let them know, because these guys are freaking killing it on Absolute Fire. Oh my God, go Cavs. Not only, I mean, let's just talk about how fun they are to watch, right? Every single player has so much strength that they bring to this team, and it just seems like all the pieces are here. I started watching the games, and that's when I developed my crush on Sam Merrill. But my relationship with the Cavs is this. Let's talk about it. Okay. So I would say that probably the team that I grew up with the most was the Cavs, because my father was a basketball fan, I would think more than a Browns fan. He liked playing basketball, so the Cavs was his team, and I recall watching all those games with, the famous team of Mark Price and my boy, Craig Elo, Brad Daughtry, and Larry Nance, those days. So that to the LeBron era. So I I was into them then. You know, my first crush was Craig Elo. I don't know why, but I just had a thing for him. And then, hold on. Annie M, Uncle Henry. Okay, game on. All right, so then FFWD, fast forward to the LeBron era, when, of course, I was a fan then. And I went to many games around in that era. And I was a LeBron's never gonna leave believer. And then he left. But then he came back and they won us a championship. And I was there in Cleveland that night. And then after LeBron left and the team sucked, and then I kind of fell off. That's the truth. So I am just like back onto the bandwagon in this new Donovan Mitchell Spida era. But I mean, wait a minute. Am I a bandwagoner if I was there during the Elo, LeBron, skipped a while when they sucked, Mitchell era?
Here, I'm down here on the floor, and we're going to have myself a mascot dunk.
You know what? If I am, then so be it. I paid my Cleveland dues, okay? I deserve it. I deserve this team. Oh, snap. I feel like my camera's open. All right, so anyway, see, now I don't remember what I was talking about. Oh, yeah, I was talking about my Cavs relationship. So, yeah. So that was it. So here we are again, and I am so happy to have that type of relationship with this team. God, this is horrible. I just need to quit. Just like give it up, you know? Like just stop. All right. Can't stop, won't stop. Trying to keep up with this team. In doing that, we're going to do, like I said, a weekly podcast. Trying to watch as many games as I can, and I'm excited to follow them. All right, I shared the Bougie Sports standings today on X. That is my charity league that we started, and it's my social media league. So that's the league I'm putting on a blast, and I'm actually good in it. What a quinkadink! That's the one I choose to put on blast. The one that I'm in second place, not the one that I'm in last place. But I mean, it's because this is a social media one, and that's why. But if you look, I'm in second place. I mean, first place, tied in first place. But I think I probably have, I don't know, before I like put myself down, because I left JSN on the bench this week and still won. So that's pretty impressive. I couldn't be mad at myself, you know, except for it does count when you need the point. That being said, there's a huge tie going on, and the league is pretty tight, to be honest. It's anybody's game, you know. I have a lot of time to lose, and that's probably going to happen because this right here, this is what gets me in trouble. Anyways, first place. Let's talk about what I watched this week real quick, okay? I've seen the alien abduction thing on Netflix. It's about some woman in New York City that claimed she was abducted by aliens. OMG! All right, I guess I'm gonna have to go inside. Maybe aliens are trying to abduct me right now. She said she was abducted by aliens, and all these witnesses also collaborated with the story. And then it was like her versus some other lady that they called the skeptic. I think her name was Carol. Like, is that Carol? Like the Tiger Queen? But maybe it was. I was going to say Carol Karen, but one of those names, that was her name. And she didn't believe that this lady that said she was abducted by the aliens was actually abducted by the aliens. And I'm really telling the story so bad right now because I left out a very important part, because it's all about her husband, Bud Hopkins, or something like that, who wrote books on the subject, who was working with this lady. I don't know. That all sounds like an alien. You might need an alien to interpret that. But, okay, regardless, this is what I wanted to say about it. Now I believe in aliens. Or because I never thought about it before. I don't know. Maybe I was just really naive in thinking that we existed. Because it does make sense. Like, how could we be the only ones on, like, the whole entire universe, you know? But, watch it. What's coming up soon is the Jake Paul, Mike Tyson documentary on Netflix. I've just watched things on Netflix. I mean, so that I'm gonna watch for sure in preparation for the fight that I'm going to watch. And I still have my Boom Boom Mancini interview coming up. So yeah, I'm excited about that. And I love documentaries. I'm a documentary slut. Like, I probably will watch anything that's in the top 10 on Netflix. If it's a documentary, I've seen it. If it's like a 3-episode, that was the alien one. That's a really easy one. But I just love them. I probably like watching that more than anything, to be honest. True life stories, true murder stories, that kind of stuff. But yeah, all documentaries, like anything. It could be anything, but yes. All right, so let's talk about something that maybe more people would be more interested in. I asked, which I talk about on my podcast, and some of you guys said, like, Christmas and your favorite Christmas movies and things like that. So I love it. And if you want to talk about it, like, I'm here to talk about it, because I like to talk. And I want to talk a little bit about Halloween. We just celebrated Halloween here. My daughter was Blue Bell. And we had so much fun. And I love Halloween. And this is another one of those parent moments that I always was looking forward to. And, she's at the age where she's, starting to really, these are her prime years, you know what I mean? I don't know how to explain it. You guys know what I mean. She's like really into it. So it's so fun to watch her. And it's also so amazing to have someone that you can steal candy off of. But if you guys seen on social, this girl, I couldn't believe it. The next morning, after Halloween, when she woke up, she immediately goes and looks into the trash can, and I'm like, what are you doing? What are you looking for? She's like, I'm looking to see if you ate any of my Halloween candy last night. I'm like, oh my God, that's smart, because I did, and I don't know. I just thought it was hilarious. And we had a great time again. She also did a really good job at picking candy bars. Like, this was a huge issue we had in previous years, where, she'd go up to the door and they would have the bowl in front of her, full-size candy bars. You can pick anything you want, and there'd be like M&Ms and Reese cups and then Milky Ways, and she would just reach in and grab like the Milky Way or something that nobody was going to eat, and it would make me so mad. And, you know, I try to install that into her, like, as soon as I can, like, look, if they put out a bowl, like, you always go for orange, like, think Browns, like Reese Cups, and then if not Reese Cups, you know, Kit Kats or something like that. Like, never go silver, like, because nothing good comes out of silver in the big one, like, you know what I mean? What are you going to pick up, a peppermint patty or a Milky Way? Oh, wait, Milky Way's, that's like brown, right? Three Musketeers. I don't know. Anyhow, she knew better. Like, when that bowl came out, I just had to go, like, and she's like, you know. So that, you know, was a breakthrough. And, yeah, very excited to move on to, I know Thanksgiving's coming, sorry. I'm just not a big Thanksgiving person. I don't know. Maybe because I don't like cooking, and I mean, I know everyone's like, oh, there's football on, but I don't know. I mean, I guess it's a good time for family and stuff, but I like to fast forward right to Christmas, you know? Okay, I feel like this is going to be like a short podcast because it's really windy, and we have a jam-packed week with the Squad Pod starting tomorrow, where they'll be breaking down the Cavs, the Browns, the Crown Jewel. I mean, how could you miss that? Also, OH, another nail-biting game. Look for the Bougie Sports College Football podcast, where Heather will talk about that game and next week's game and whatever else is going down in the world of college football. All this also can be found, again, you guys, at bougiesports.net. And if you do check it out and you see like weird things on it, just be like, scroll right through it. And when I mean weird things, I mean like a like stock picture or something that maybe I'm like, I don't know. You know, just pass it on by. What else? As always, I want to thank you for watching and engaging and all your support, and I'm looking forward to talking to you next week.